On this episode of Code Blue in America, the breaking news segment, we dive headfirst into the latest installment of America's favorite congressional pastime. Avoid the actual topic. The do-nothing Republican House will not fix the immigration crisis now that they have power. Today's episode stars a Republican congressman who, during an immigration hearing, yes, immigration, veers off script to interrogate Governor J.B. Pritzker on, wait for it, the use of women's restrooms by trans individuals. Somewhere, logic quietly packed its bags and left the room.
Do you think that biological men should be able to use women's restrooms?
I'm not sure how this has to do with immigration.
It's just a yes or no question.
Why are you?
It's very easy to answer.
This?
Do you think
I thought we were
men should be using
doing fact finding? I'm sorry.
Do you think men should be allowed in women's restrooms?
I'm not sure why this has come to this issue.
You tweeted that as a protest against President Trump, everyone should use the other gender's bathroom today. Have you ever used the women's restroom?
Not that I can recall ever, sir. No.
You wanted everybody else to do it, but you didn't?
Sir, I'm not sure why we're on a topic that has nothing to do with today's hearing.
You're advocating for men to use women's restrooms, but you didn't do it?
I do not advocate that, no.
Well, actually, you did. You said everyone should use the other gender's bathroom today.
I can tell you that you are politicizing this in a way that what we ought to be focusing on is the failure of the federal government
men to use women's restrooms
and the Congress to deal with immigration reform.
Do you regret encouraging men to use women's restrooms?
Again, you're taking us on topics that have.
Did you ever consider that women don't want you in their bathrooms?
So you're admitting that this is just a political circus?
No, I'm asking you because you put
nothing
this
to do with immigration
for everybody
and really
to see.
about you grandstanding.
I'm asking you, have you ever considered that women don't want you in their bathrooms? that's a private space that they don't want you or any other man in.
Congressman, let's talk about
you can't say
failure to
normal
vote
people
for
say
Medicaid. In fact, you want to take Medicaid away.
Men should be in women's restrooms.
And
that's a very straightforward question.
You apparently want people
and you're
to die
encouraging men to
in
use women's
States
restrooms where there could be underage girls. Do you think that's appropriate?
Sir, if we're going to politicize this, let's talk about what you're doing to people in this country
that's normal?
by virtue of your votes.
All right, let's move on.
Now, America, are you watching this circus act? With all the chaos unleashed by ICE raids, the heartbreak of family separations, and a border crisis so messy, you'd think the GOP would use their stranglehold on the House, Senate, and White House to actually fix something. Ha! Fixing immigration would rob them of their most beloved campaign prop. If the border crisis vanished tomorrow, what would they even run on? Certainly not job creation, affordable health care, or, heaven forbid, compassion. As Rep. Melanie Stansbury aptly put it in the following clip. Republicans have no intention of supporting anything that might actually improve your quality of life, but they'll gladly waste time on endless bickering that leaves nothing on the table changed.
We do have a humanitarian crisis happening right now. There are thousands of people coming to the United States right now. I represent a border state. I represent the people of New Mexico. And we know that we have to search for real solutions. But if this was an actual federal oversight hearing on immigration solutions, we'd be in a different committee, for one. And two, we'd be talking about actual policies that would solve the problem. But that's not what we're talking about here. In fact, the budget that's going to be brought to the floor in the coming days would slash the very programs that help address asylum. It truly is ridiculous. And it's not even a real budget. It's not even going to pass. They're bringing a budget to the floor that's not going to pass, and then they're going to shut the government down. And so I do want to say to my colleagues, if you want to work on immigration reform, let's work on immigration reform. We need bipartisan immigration reform. We need a pathway to citizenship. We need an asylum system that works. We need border security that is humane and appropriate. We need to address this crisis. We need you to act. But you got to keep the government open first. And we need you to come to the table and actually work on bipartisan immigration reform. Stop blocking it. Stop bringing false solutions forward. And stop using the people of New York for a publicity stunt. And stop demonizing the people who are coming to this country to seek asylum. New York has always been a place of immigrants. Every single country in the world has a community in the city of New York. It is the most international city. My own family came through New York City in the 1850s to escape famine in Ireland, like many of your families did. So if you want to be serious about immigration reform, you want to be serious about the people of New York, you want to be serious about helping people across the world who are struggling with violence, with famine, and economic desperation, then come to the table and be serious.
Seriously, immigration dysfunction is the goose that lays endless fear-mongering eggs. Because why solve a problem when you can milk it for decades? Instead of policy, the GOP's platform seems to be family values. Terms and conditions apply, excludes Black, brown, and immigrant families. Rather than drafting serious legislation, they prefer to rile folks up with culture war nonsense, a tactic that keeps America divided and them comfortably in power. And what do we do in return? Like reality TV fans voting on the next chaos episode, we keep sending them back to office. Congratulations, you're owning the libs, while losing your dignity, your jobs, your healthcare, and your collective sanity. And that, like it or not, is the cold truth on Code Blue in America, only on ogmnews.com. Until next time, stay alert, stay informed, and maybe check the congressional agenda before your representatives start quoting bathroom signs. Good night, America.
Thank you.